What is up, guys, and welcome to my new career mode. Valencia it's going to be. We're going to try and turn them back into the brilliant Spanish team that once was. I think the last time they won the league was 02 to 03 season. So it was a long time ago, more than 13 years now. So yeah, we're trying to win that back, obviously. Maybe not in the first season, but we'll be building up to that. And also, I want to try and win the Champions League with them. But anyway, as you see, quite a lot of money, to be fair. That's why I did pick them as well, because we've got a lot of funds. But anyway, into the episode now, and obviously first thing we always do is a pre-season tournament. I don't know why people would probably decline that. But anyway, we accept the England one, which obviously you don't see much, because all I normally do is the English teams. Anyway, on to the objectives now, and as you see, they want us to qualify for Europe, reach the round 16 in the Cup, and just finish in the top 6 again. Obviously, as you see, the youth development one wasn't that big, to be fair. It was only really signed one player and growing by 10 with at least 75 potential. So I think we'll do that easy. Then 38.25 million in earnings from shirt sales. Easily be doing that with the players we're going to sign, hopefully. And then also Continental, qualify for the Europa League. Short term was finishing the Europa League spot and reach round of 16 again. And then luckily, financial, there actually wasn't anything to do with that. But anyway, here's the team now. Defensively, I'm actually very happy with the side. I mean, we've got two young, really good wing backs. Full backs. Mangala, obviously he's on loan, but he's a beast. Hopefully, Garay looks good. The midfield, I want to replace all of them, to be fair. I was going to keep Pajero, but he's got really slow pace. And then I'll probably get a new striker and a new winger. Because actually, they have got a lot of loan players. I mean, Rodrigo, Muna, Zaza, Orellana, Suarez. They're all loan players. And I don't want loan players because there's just no point in them. Yeah, I'll obviously keep some of them. But when I buy the kind of their replacements, I'll obviously loan them back. But anyway, here's a short list of the transfer players that we're hopefully going for. Like I normally say, you won't see me doing bids for every player. Don't get me wrong, I do obviously try and negotiate deals with every player on that list, but some of them obviously don't work out, so I just don't see the point in showing them. So that's the list. Obviously, like I said, centre mids, a winger and a striker. That's who we want. And then there's just a transfer list. More players loaned than transfer listed. I mean, the thing is, with the players that I want to kind of sell, I'm going to obviously use them in deals for swapping players. And as you see, obviously, Negredo's out on loan to Middlesbrough. Now, I'm definitely bringing him back because I'll be able to get a bit of money out of him, hopefully. And also, Piatti was out on loan, so I also brought him back to put them both on the transfer list. And then we was into the pre-season tournament, playing against Frankfurt, and as you see, we absolutely thrashed him in our first game. Nani got a hat-trick, we won 5-0, and then we was also on to the next. You'll see a few transfers going on in a few minutes or so. We're just kind of getting through the few group stage of the matches, and as you see, we do beat Crystal Palace 1-0 away. And look, that's it. Oxlade-Chamberlain, wanted to sign him. He's still really young. He's good, high rated. I thought we'd be able to get him for cheap. Same with Joshua Kimmich now. He was at the RB Leipzig, who's recently come up in the Bundesliga last season. I think they bought him in the January transfer window, or maybe this summer. I'm not quite sure, but he used to play for them, and now obviously trying to sign him. Same with De Hood, a new young German player coming onto the scene, and also Andrina Silva, really good stats, looks a really good player. So I know he's 27, and so Giovinco, he's 29, but these two players will hopefully be really beneficial to us. Anyway, on to the last group stage now, and Lokomotiv Moscow, we also beat them 2-1, and he gets another goal for himself, so he's looking like top scorer of the competition. And then Leicester came in for Abdenor, but I don't think they're going to be able to sign him because I was just asking for too much. Anyway, surprisingly, Sporting Lisbon accepted a straight swap deal for Pajero. Now, they're both the same age, and Pajero's a rating, below, and also Pajero's wage is about triple of Silva's, so I was surprised they did that, but it kind of favours me most. And also, as you see, we do end up signing him, and then obviously before that, we did beat Monaco in the semi-final, so we're on to the final now of the tournament. And then Arsenal actually do accept a big deal for 12 million. And it's a bit more than I wanted to pay for, but, I'll take it at the end of the day. He looks a very good player, Oxlade-Chamberlain. I hadn't used him. I don't think I bought him ever in one of my career modes on YouTube yet, so that's kind of a first time player that I'm going to buy. And to be fair, it's kind of the same with a lot of these players. I mean, De Hood, obviously is gone up a lot of ratings since FIFA 16 to now. Same with Kimmich. I mean, last year I think he was like 68 rated he started at. Now he's bloody 80. So a lot of these players that I'm also bringing in with Valencia are players that I haven't used yet, and also I'm giving them a trial because, you know, if you saw in my Sheffield United career mode, bit off topic, but we signed Antonio and Matt Phillips. Now they were the players I used in FIFA 16 career mode, so I knew how they were. I know you can obviously change the mechanics and that, but I was purely going on the basis that they was good in FIFA 16, and I'm kind of still right. But anyway, as you see, we are in the final now at Old Trafford. CSK Moscow are playing, and we actually took the lead. I see 31st minute, Santimina got on a loose ball from a corner. Mangala won the header, and Mangala was outstanding this game, played brilliantly. Somehow Moscow missed that chance, but, you know, I took it on the chin, and then it was half time. But like I was saying, Mangala, you know, if he grows to maybe 81, I'm going to be very, very close to hopefully signing him, because in this game, I know he's only played one game and you can't really decide who's the better players or not in one game, but he was a tank. He was tackling everything, he was winning everything, and he was just a beast. So obviously he's on loan from Man City, so at the end of the season, if I can get him to maybe, you know, low 80s, I'll be maybe thinking about buying him permanently. Anyway, Rodrigo, who isn't actually a lone player, he's one of ours. He scored a goal, good finish there from him. He made it 2-0, and then as you see down the wing, Bakala here, he gets it across. I mean, to be fair, it was a very, very lucky goal in the end. I pressed shoot a couple of times before he actually shot and he went in. But, you know, the main thing was, I mean, he scored the goal, so I can't really argue. But, I mean, we was winning 2-0 before that. We was dominating the game. It wasn't the most exciting game. There weren't a lot of chances. It's just the chances that obviously happened resulted in goals. And I see Muna, who actually is a lone player from Barcelona. You probably all know him, you know, he's that guy who used to be like a really good career mode player. He's obviously got on the score sheet and we won the game, so celebrations here. I thought I wouldn't show you a lot, I just thought I'd show you, you know, a little bit, because I don't think well, you never know, we might not win any silverware this season, so I might as well show you it. And also, guys, sorry if my voice sounds a bit different than normal. I've got a bit of a cold and it's affecting me so much, but, you know, it's just one of those things that happens in winter. Anyway, Giovinco got a bid accepted for him for 5 million plus Negredo, so we offered him a contract and see if he will come our way. And then this guy, Salva Ruiz, 60 rated, send him out on loan. Now, normally what I do on past career modes is send the players out on 2 years. Now, I thought, let's send them out on 1 year, see if they grow anything, because I might as well send them out on 1 year, see if they grow, and if they don't, then I can just train them up. I just don't see the point in, you know, sending them out on 2 year loans anymore, because a lot of them just don't grow, and it's a bit of a waste of talent. And you know, it's just one of those things what I think FIFA sometimes do a bit crap, but, you know, it's just one of those things. And I see Dahoud and Kimmich also get deals accepted for him. We offered him a contract, and there it is. Dahoud is coming in for Perez plus 12 million, a bit more than I wanted to pay, but, you know, he looks like a good player. And also Piatti plus 13.5 million for Kimmich. Them two and Silva now complete my field. So I was going to try and buy a few players next episode. But, you know, this episode so far has gone very well. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. And, guys, I'll be seeing you later. Peace!